It should not be business as usual when there's not enough food for people to eat.
We were set up in November 2022 through Executive Order Number 2 by His Excellency the President Dr. William Samoei Ruto in response for a lot of the negative effects that was being seen based on the drought that has been affecting both Kenya and the region. The National Steering Committee on Drought Response was to complement significant government effort and development partner effort on what was going on in terms of providing emergency response initiatives, especially to the ASAL counties.
These 32 arid and semi-arid counties have continuously been affected by long spells of drought over the years since Kenya's independence.
But the drought impact went beyond ASAL counties. It also affected every county in many respects, but specifically 9 additional counties which are normally not affected by drought.
The long rains over May, June, July reduced the drought severity that we experienced in 2022 and in early 2023.
However, the local livelihoods recovery rates will be gradual over the coming months.
We have a few board members and a few supporters who help us get through the financing and governance oversight. All of us are volunteers in this committee. But I'm very proud that we have PwC and Ernst & Young offering their valuable services to ensure that we have proper governance. And I'm very proud so far that everybody is cooperating and we are taking care of the monies which we have received from the private sector, from well-wishers, from government and other people.
With the 1 billion Kenya shilling raised to date, the committee has managed to achieve the following. The first significant need during this tough period was to address food distribution, which was rolled out in 4 phases.
A total of 917,595 food insecure persons were reached.
160,119 households were reached across 32 counties.
There is an engagement with performing artists and media personalities.
With the Wakenya Tulindane initiative.
In informing Kenyans how they can help fellow Kenyans affected by the drought.
All of us can take care of our brothers and sisters. We have a responsibility, we have an opportunity to make an impact. And this has been a resounding success in terms of getting that message to Kenyans.
There's still more to be done, especially in the next phase where we'll be focusing on long-term solutions.
To ensure the food security agenda in the country, the National Steering Committee
has sought partnerships with several organizations, government departments, and development partners
to seek long-lasting and impactful solutions to the drought problems in the country.
The committee is working on several initiatives, including
increasing access to water and irrigation,
providing cash assistance to farmers,
raising awareness about the drought and its impact,
and the First Acre Project. So the First Acre Project is about making sure that we've addressed the soil issue. So the tree nurseries that are in there are so that we can use those nurseries, because a lot of people have an issue waiting for the trees to grow.
In our effort to provide water to thousands of Kenyans who currently lack access to it,
we would like to appreciate the dedication to service and commitment by the Kenya Defence Forces to making Kenya a better place.
For rehabilitating 350 boreholes across the country.
The work around boreholes cannot be complete without involvement with the community. It is the community that benefits from safe, clean drinking water. It is the community that also suffers the effects of drought.
To enable the community members and immediate stakeholders to manage the borehole sustainability over the long term, we are forming special committee programs around the boreholes vicinity, who will also be trained and charged with maintaining them.
Kenyans are very generous people. I also know that Kenyans help each other out there. In the country, there are many dams, there are many boreholes that are no longer in operation because either they were not serviced properly or they were destroyed, or really there is nobody who has adopted them.
For anyone who intends to support this work, so even if you are not able to give money on the food distribution, you can actually give money as a private sector player, as a development agency, or any NGO can give money to adopt a borehole. We've started to receive very, very good support, in particular from Millennium Water Alliance. We're working with the USAID, which is one of the biggest supporters in terms of development agency, but also the Swiss Development Agency. They are going to adopt 78 boreholes of the 350 that we have identified for repair.
The initial assessment is complete and the rehabilitation is commencing.
Not only will this provide clean water, but improve public health and sanitation.
In line with the National Agenda on Environmental Protection Policy, we plan a tree planting campaign. The target here is to plant 15 million trees.
We want to encourage people to plant trees within their farms. You know, we're going into this monocropping, which has had a huge impact on soil. So that's the whole idea, because we want to rehabilitate the land, we want to rehabilitate the water. We want to reconnect these natural cycles, okay? So when we talk about climate change, we can't discuss it like it's a freak accident from nature. It's not a tsunami. Climate change is nature's reaction to our choices.
Third, we also need to identify value chain farming activities like beekeeping and honey production.
So come and join us, adopt a borehole, get involved in the borehole of the future, get involved at a local level in supporting communities to build their capability to run these boreholes, get involved in the tree planting, but also get involved to ensure that no child doesn't get food for the day.
I'd urge you to go back to your community and look for a borehole that you can adopt and help your community have water all the time.
Despite the above normal rains that the country is currently experiencing, the recovery of communities on the ground will take time. It will take time for agriculture and food prices. And so our appeal is for Kenyans to still support the efforts to mitigate the impact of drought and ongoing floods.
So if you're feeling generous today,
just go to M-Pesa Paybill number 880990
or dial *126# to donate your Bonga points.
Work has just begun. Ensure that in the future, the impact of drought is actually less and our communities continue to live their livelihoods in the best way they can.
Wakenya Tulindane.